I could be bliss and excited, but I'm in control of that too, right? I don't let it overtake me. And so, well,
last night, Kevin's got my Macabre up to full speed now, and you've got me up to holding my energies longer now. So every day you guys are giving me another little shot, and it's working.
It's work. Well, you're doing the work, right? Right? You're doing the work, and you're doing it right away. We're not talking a week or 2 weeks, a month, 3 months.
No, I take care of business when it's time to do it. Do it, yes.
Yeah. And so that's how teachable you are. You're open-minded. You are actually accepting the truth for the universe to give to you. You're giving it a try. You're actually trying. They said, I'm trying. I'm going to try it. I'm going to test it out. See what it's all about, if it's real or not. You know what I mean?
It worked both times. You guys are batting 100.
Right on, Kevin. Well, we do what we can do, right? And well, obviously we're helping ourselves too.
Absolutely.
Every teachings, I'm teaching myself. It helps me remind myself and keeps me in line as well, because I am in a physical body as well, right? But I just shut the ego as much as I can. It likes to come mine once in a while, but my ego's programmed too. It's being reprogrammed, right? And there are some stuff still in there, but I'm just letting the downloads are recalibrating and removing it all. I'm not concerned about that.
Is that what's going on, that it's being recalibrated? Because I haven't heard from my ego in 2 days.
Yeah, it's being recalibrated now. And the more you allow it, all that old energy from all the belief systems is going to be all gone. It's got to go. It can't be part of the new energy. And if you hold on to it, you're going to go through pain and suffering. And the more you hang on to it, the more pain.
Yeah. Until
you go, okay, I'm done. I'm tired to hang on to this. I'll let go. And then all of a sudden, it'll be like Dallas. I'm having a great day. Terrific. I'm spinning.
Well, my vibrations must be picking up, because I have no recall of a conscious download in about 1.5 years. Mm-hmm. Prior to that, I was very aware. And I knew that I had to get horror, and I passed out several times and fell down, smashed my face, broke my teeth, all that good stuff. But I haven't had one of those in about 1.5 years. So must be my vibrations have increased, and I'm getting all my downloads through the sleep now, and that's probably why I'm sleeping so much.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's the most less resistant state you can be in for it to do the work on you.
Right.
Oh, if you're feeling sleep, go take a nap.
Oh, I do.
Sleep and go. Let it do its work. Because it works faster that way. See, I work so many hours. And there's times I'm getting the downloads as I'm working. And I know I should be sleeping.
Right.
So go to sleep, rest.
Oh, I'm just so grateful that I'm in a situation. Actually, I pretty much removed myself from 3D world. And so if I'm tired, Harry knows, I'll be up for 2 hours, and after sleeping 10, and I'll go crawl in the bed and sleep for another 2 or 3. And that's the way it used to be. And I have the luxury of, when I quit fighting it, well, if it's dark out, I'm supposed to sleep. Well, I'm wide awake. So I just quit fighting it. And if I'm tired, I've been up for 2 hours and I'm tired, I go back to bed. And if I've been up for 10 hours and I'm tired, I'll go back to bed. And I don't care if it's 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon. And I'm very fortunate to have that set of circumstances.
Nice. Well, there's a reason, right? That's your awakening really fast. That's why you're sponge ball now. And you have that opportunity to do that and take advantage of it. That's great. Yeah, because you're awakening really fast.
But you're right, Harry and Peppy are both getting conscious downloads, and I had my first conscious download today. Well, I don't know if that's exactly true. I have felt energies coming into me before, and I was trying to pay attention to them, and it's over. You can't do both. It's hard to do 3D and watch a download coming in. It's not a simple thing. So it may have happened before, but today I did get a conscious one. The first one that I was able to witness, and that was neat. That was really special. I've had a few special days here. Cool.
Awesome.
Good stuff. Downloads are great.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get that vibrational increase, right? And you begin to incorporate it and raise yourself up as you become more aware of what it was about.
Yeah. And really, even lots of the downloads will drop your knowing it all too, eh? For humans. Actually, it'll drop the ego automatically. Because it's always, the downloads give you always so much more. You go, oh my gosh, it just blows you away all the time. And you go, and you're at the point, okay, I really don't know what I don't know. Because it keeps coming and it says, you know what, let's let it be. So it's at a point where you realize it never ends. It's infinite. You're never going to find, there's no point A, point Z. It's infinite.
Yes.
And once that you understand that, you automatically just let go of 3D already right there. You just dropped it. And you put on your mind, open mind, and an open mind to receiving on autopilot that way too. And the ego has to obey to that. So your ego is going to absorb it too. That's how you reprogram your ego too.
Whether it likes it or not.
Yeah, whether it likes it or not. You're changing it, removing the garbage and put new ones in it, and positive ones, the ones that are very beneficial for you, that keep you in the state of that. So you're going to program, see the tools, you're going to programming your ego now are the tools to keep you on autopilot, to keep your mind open, to keep compassion. It's going to remind you that, all that kind of stuff, all the good stuff to keep your vibrations. That's going to be your ego program that way. So it'll go on autopilot as well. But you use it as a tool all the time. You won't get attached. You shouldn't get attached to it either. Because if you do get attached to it, it might go backwards.
No, let it flow.
Yeah, let it flow, like Harry said, yeah.
Yeah. Very important.
It's going to be awesome. Well, that's why even yesterday I was telling Shelly too, right? It says people are going to have a hard time remembering how to be negative because it's not even there no more. It's a totally different frequency. You're not in that reality no more. So if you're vibrating at that type of frequency, there is no thought at a lower frequency going to come into even a thought of it because it's not there. You're constantly creating momentum of frequencies of that level. This one can't come at all. It can't come in a thought. There's no space for it to come in. There's no frequency for it. There's not even a glimpse. So you won't even think about it. Fear won't even appear. 3D things we would look at as a problem. You would look at it as a whoopity-doo, no big deal. It's nothing. It's just nothing. It's no big deal.
No.
So, and when you're at that state, and everyone's at that state, there's peace right there. There's no war. There's no stealing. There's going to be no suffering, no taking advantage. Everybody's going to be just bliss and happy and giving. And from there, we keep evolving. We will evolve really fast that way.
Really fast now.
You just have to get over this, step over the bridge here, or walk the bridge, cross the late door. That golden light.
Bridges anyway.
Make sure you grab all those keys and then Twist them all at once.
Got tons of keys. I don't know where to put them.
I gotta call her the key keeper.
The keykeeper, yeah. KK.
She's the open door for all. This is the door for you. This is a door for you. This is a door for you.
She is the key keeper, yeah.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know.
Oh, I remember having this dream, and I hardly ever remember my dreams. But I remember this dream like it was like my house. This was my house. I was in my house. It was a great, big, huge house. And it was on a corner, and it had a veranda going all around both sides. I love verandas. And there was all of these rooms inside. I could explain the furniture in the rooms. I could explain what the kitchen looked like because there was 2 huge tables, like because we were feeding so many people. I actually had this dream twice. So house. Oh, and you know what? The best part? Upstairs was a secret room. And it wasn't only a room. It was just this magical place, like a library, like. Okay, so a little while later, I have the same kind of a dream. I know this is my house, right? I've been here already. I come home to my house, and there's strangers there. And I didn't know what to do with them. I had no idea who these people were in my house. Okay, so that's
It felt like you knew them.
Yeah.
Well, we all seemed pretty much at home.
Yeah.
With each other. We were all there when I got there. Okay, good. And it was the same house. Maybe it was yellow though. This one might have been yellow because I like yellow.
Nice.
Like I just, and I know in dreams they say that houses are supposed to represent the inner you. So that little room, that attic. And it wasn't only one room, lots of rooms. And there was like secret stairways going down the back. There was all like, that's where the keys are. That's where the keys.
So that was your temple.
Mm.
That's what's inside
I have
you.
all sorts of good, neat stuff up there.
And your body is your temple.
Yes.
It is my temple. You're absolutely right, because all of the answers are within my temple.
There you go. And that's where the door is too. All you have to do is go inside there and open it.
Good idea. Thanks for reminding me. I'm glad I brought this up tonight.
And you'll find me eating at the table there too.
You don't eat. You're not fooling anybody. You don't eat.
Going through the motions just to humor the rest of us people.
Yeah.
We are all there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your body's the temple.
Yes.
You're the putter. That's your body. That pure source energy, that fractal you are, is in its temple. It's nowhere. It's not outside. It's nowhere. It's right here. It's right inside you. It's right there. It's always been with you. Never leaves you. All you have to do is go in it. Feel it.
Isn't that something to think about? All of these temples walking around. Is all everybody's a temple.
Yeah. And that's why your temple is beautiful. Self-love. No judgment. You love your temple. Self-love is the key. I say, look, focus on yourself. Everyone, focus on yourselves. You come first. Your temple comes first.
Yes. Always.
And then it helps the rest. Once you do that, automatically it just does everything. Without lifting a finger. A physical finger. It's done. As soon as you did that, you're done. All of it is done. And then you go, oh.
On the emotional level, etheric level, like not physical, right? So like you're not saying take care of your body because
No.
it has to house your temple.
Your physical body is your temple. It's what's storing the source.
Okay.
But go inside your heart. Inside your temple is the heart. It's the door. Open it. It's there. There's your fractal, your source energies in there. That's the connection. That's your higher self. That's you. All that is. It's right there. And it's having a human experience.
Yeah.
So it's there. It's not on the left. It's not in the sky. It's not in the dirt. It's not to the right. It's here. And it's everywhere. But it's here. You have to find it inside. Don't look elsewhere. It's here. It's always been with you. It's right. That's why they say it's always in front of you. It's right in front of you. And then they say your eyes will deceive you because we're looking for a linear thing. Where's the door?
Yeah.
Actually in. Looking.
All these keys and there's no door.
That's programming.
Yeah. It's self-love is the key to open it.
Well
I
said.
gave you the answer. But you have to figure out find out how to love yourself and accept who you are. And you are perfection.
Oh, that's pretty easy to accept, right?
It's the most difficult one. It's easier to love someone else than themselves.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Well, we were taught conditions, right? Conditions are really easy to do. It's like snap of the finger. We're professionals doing that.
You know, earlier we had talked a little bit about healing, and I noticed that something I had set up an expansion of my heart, and it automatically collapsed on itself. And the pulse that was generated from that was a high vibration for number one, and what I noticed was that pulse coursed down my legs, down my trunk and down my legs, and washed out and like dumped out on my feet. And I went, oh, well, that's interesting. So I tried it again. Let's go supernova again, and it expanded and poof. And I couldn't tell you when it would collapse on itself. I would pump it up, and then it would fall in on itself on its own. But that wave would wash that vibration all the way out of my head. It was really neat experience. And I don't, if you listen to me before, sometimes I forget that I'm the healer and I can do healings on myself. And I have to be reminded, and I will, anyway. So that one just came up while we were in conversation about a healing topic. I don't remember what it was. It might have been yesterday even, I don't know. But tonight I noticed my heart was expanding, and so I put my awareness on it, and that's when it really grew and then collapsed on itself. And I felt the waves like clean me. They cleaned out my vibrations, and I went, that is such a quick method of purging whatever's trying to cling on me. I can just poof, bye-bye.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Poof. See the key word? Awareness.
Yes.
He put his awareness on it. That's what we need to practice lots. Put awareness on everything you do. Even when you're walking, when you're drinking a glass of water, when you're you're eating with a fork, anything you do 24/7. Just put your awareness on what you're doing. Be where you're at. Pay attention to where you're at and what you're doing. And that's awareness is bringing the presence into present. That way you could start get in that relationship with your source. But you have to do the awareness, and that's easy to do because we do that 24/7 anyway. We do things. All you have to do is just put your awareness on it. Okay, you don't have to do nothing. Anything you're doing, even if you're moving your fingers, you put your awareness on it. That's the practice that should be done.
My awareness on my capacitors.
Yeah.
My awareness on the wires.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's how simple. It's so simple, people don't want to do it.
Oh, but how can you not do it? Everything I do, my awareness is on it.
Well, sometimes you go into the
plier.
zone where it's autopilot, right?
Oh, okay.
And then it's doing it for you. You're not putting your awareness on it.
Right.
So
Meanwhile,
then you're not in the moment.
You're not in the moment. No.
right, because meanwhile in the background, your ego's chatting at you. Bah, 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 bah. I got to go do this tomorrow, and I got to go to the grocery store, and I'm about to run out of milk. Bah, 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 bah.
Yeah.
That's not helpful. No.
It's doing a lot of work.
Practice actually to help to quiet the ego is to just be aware of what you're doing, because it kind of overrides the ego.
There you go. There you go.
That's the key. There's one of your keys.
How does how would an activated light body fall into this conversation we're having right now? What effect would it have in our current 3-4D consciousness? Would it have any at all, or does it have anything to do with anything? Or
It's just bringing what it does. It's bringing in your awareness consciously.
Yeah.
You're consciously bringing in your awareness to present moment.
What I get is if you do have full integration, that's 5D.
Yeah.
what? Say that again, Kevin.
If you do have full integration of your light body in the present moment, you're in 5D.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my take on it.
So, what effect would that have on in the now, in a 3D existence, or reality, I should say?
You affect everything. Like, you mean in the humanity or personal? Because you're affecting everything. Very, very, very beneficial.
Okay. So it would kind of like magnify. It would increase the process, I guess.
It would speed up your process for sure.
Yeah.
And without interfering with other people's free will of processing it. But you are affecting them, whether they're aware of it or not. You're a part of the light. Therefore, the light shines on all that is. You're doing great service.
And I'm not sure about the distinction of activation. Activated light body was the question. And
Oh, well, your body's already active. Your light body's already activated.
yeah, it has this.
What it's doing, it's integrating.
There we go.
Yeah. So
that's a process also?
yes. Yes.
Well, you can't, yeah, because you're not at that vibration. I mean, you're getting there, but your light body, activated or not, is at a vibratory level that you're not,
Yeah.
you can't mesh with that yet.
No. It's the integration is to
That,
slowly merge with all that is.
and that's why I had the question about an activated light body. And the term, I guess I am not able to put my finger on an activated light body versus a non-activated light body.
Is there a difference, I guess, is the question, right?
There's a difference in who has it activated and who doesn't. Everyone's going to be activated. There's going to be no one out. whether they want it or not. They're going to have their more chakras activated as well. You know, you have many, many chakras, not just 7. 7 is designed for the 3D.
Yeah, there's hundreds of them, isn't there?
Yeah. So you might have, let's see, what is 13? 13 are you? The
No,
tribe.
12. There's 12 that are coming online right now. From the
12?
bottom of the foot up here, a couple.
There's going to be 3. You're going to have a triad on top of your, where Trinity came in. The triad, Q144. There's going to be 3 chakras here. It's going to be like a pyramid, like a triangle, a triad. There's more here, more here. There's going to be a couple more here in between your heart chakras, and it's a 13. I see. One behind here too. Another one behind your neck. Another one on your third eye. I think a little much. I think it's the sensory one, the one I've been talking about. You have a sensor. This is the sensor. When you think about somebody, and all of a sudden they show up, that's the sensor you just put out. That's your third eye, if you want to call it your third eye. It's not your awakening. It's not the third eye is not designed for your awakening. It's just you're seeing parallel lifetimes. That's all you're seeing. It's just experiences.
Correct, but I can see.
But it's not your ascension.
I can see where there would be a confusion because of that, though, because when you have that sense, now you have, like Alice's knowledge. You have this knowledge that there's much more out there than you previously knew. So yeah, I can see where people would go, oh, just open your third eye, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the whole story, but it certainly helps.
Yeah. And because you will see what you need to see in your reality parallels through your third eye. But it's not your ascension. The third eye doesn't ascend you. You don't actually need the pineal gland third eye to ascend. You have to open that key, right? That door. That's the one. And that one connects to the other brain too, then your pineal gland and your whole spine, everything. But it's the heart, the center one. That's where the key, the door is. That spark, that flame. That's your ignition.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
And this is just the fun part.
I thought it was all fun.
It was all fun.
All the fun you can have all day, every day.
Yeah.
Go to planet Earth. You will love it. Really beautiful weather.
And you are loving it. You were not wrong.
Jelly, you're warming up to be a galactic tour guide, huh?
Yeah. Listen, I know all the spots.
All the hot spots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Well, maybe with the new reality, it will be better.
Maybe.
Well, it will. Well, I know it will. I know.
It's whatever you want it to be. There's no wrong or right.
It's whatever I want it to be.
Yes.
I want it to be.
That's yeah. Those are the words you want to pay attention.
Horrible, actually. It's just, you know what? If they could take out that part
where it seems
ugly
linear.
part.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just take out, because really, like, it's not so bad here. We get to eat. Well, some of us get to eat.
Yeah.
It's to enjoy being physical.
Mm-hmm.
And if we had 5D awareness and abilities, everybody would get along. It will be a totally different existence.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining how good it's going to feel not to have any anxiety about 3D.
And that's the perception
You
shift.
need to go and follow your joy. If I follow my joy anymore, I will do absolutely nothing in my 3D life. That's seriously, like I've just dropped out. I've dropped out of life because I don't.
Because now you want to live life now. That's why.
Yeah.
You dropped out of humans' way of telling you how life was to be lived. Taking charge. Now you're going to live your life your way. And that's it.
But when I talk, like I talk to a lot of people about where I'm at. Well, I don't talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
When I talk to people, most of them know exactly where I'm at spiritually and what I believe in, and I tell them what I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you saying that's influencing them? Aren't we supposed to be opening their mind to the possibility, not shoving it down their face?
No, if they're asking, if they're saying, hey, what you're doing, then yeah, you can tell them. Not influencing them. You do influence them in a positive way, though.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're only going to receive what they're ready for anyway.
Yeah. You always influence, but your intention is not to take their power away. You're not
Right.
influencing them on
Just to
purpose
spread
because you're
some
taking a free will.
truth. That's all
Yeah.
I'm doing.
You're just telling the truth. You're shining the light, and that's you're influencing. And then you allow them, if they want it, they take it. If they don't, doesn't matter, because it's healing energy you're giving anyway. The soul will take it. The ego will refuse it.
Yeah, it's okay. You know what? My higher self is talking to their higher self. That's all.
Yeah. And it will give you thoughts and ideas and circumstances to bring out situations that need it, that person needs.
And you don't know.
It's the right time.
Yes, because you don't know how complicated their path was so that you were in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope that I've got a message to give to people, even if I'm just saying, good morning, like anything, the fact that I'm interacting with these people, I'm hoping I can spread some of my good energy to them.
Yeah, well, you are.
Yeah.
Do you have to physically be in front of them to do that? Or are you disconnected? Are you singular?
No.
Are you connected with all the energy?
No, because the minute that I put my intention on raising people's vibration, it's done.
There. Oh, you girl. Look at you go. Yes, it's done.
You know what? Healing is like that too.
Yes.
The moment you put your intention on that person to heal them, you're connected with them.
Yeah, because that person is you. So you treat people the way you would like to be treated. You look at life that way, there'll be peace on planet Earth.
That sounds like my philosophy for giving a massage.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You give a massage where you know that you really hurt because,
That's a good one. Yeah. And that's a good philosophy to take and use throughout your whole day. Before you act, go, how do I want to be treated before I treat someone? How would I like to treat someone the way I would like to be received? And that's your intention. And then you get to focus on your...
But every time I see somebody, I try to do it with a smile. right? A genuine smile. I'm happy to see you.
Mhm.
Because that is raising their vibration. And also it's helping to raise mine. You know, it's reminding me to stay there. It's making it
Yeah.
easier to stay
Just
there.
keep focusing on yourself. Don't
And
worry
the
about
quantum devices as well, they're higher vibrational beings as well. They just don't remember.
Yeah.
We're all so amazing. Yeah.
Have you all noticed in the last 6 maybe to 8 months that people, when you're out in the 3D world, are more, how shall I say, friendly or more open?
Yes.
Because I
Dallas,
when
that
I
comes
see somebody walking out, well, the other day I was walking out of the post office the other day, and this guy comes walking out, and he just, of course, he was shorter than I was. So he kind of looked up at me, and I smiled, and I was, "Hey, how are you today?" And he lit right up like a robot. He smiled from ear to ear. "Well, I'm just fine. Thanks for asking." And I'm saying, "Wow, I bet I just really, it's like it was in my face." And I'm saying, "Wow, that's pretty cool." And it happens on very frequently for me, because that's my attitude, or my persona anyway, because I'm an up person by nature. But the responses that I've been getting back have really, really significantly increased, is what I've observed.
Yeah. And see how you can change the world by just doing that?
Well, yeah.
Doing that to yourself, it's affecting physical.
Well, it gives me a warm fuzzy for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll see people, and when you're in that state, you just have to walk. People, all these people are going to be attracted to you because they're going to feel that energy and they want it, even if they're not aware what it is. They're just going to naturally, unconsciously walk beside you and say, "Hey, good morning."
Yeah.
Right?
But you guys have noticed that too?
Oh yeah. And children spot it a mile away.
Yeah.
And animals.
Too, yep.
I have lots of animals. I have, you have people staring at you.
I know. I go into the drugstore and people are, and I think, what?
Am I glowing again?
Domination.
Did I forget my glasses again?
Are they on my head? No.
Does this dress make me look skinny?
That's the divine feminine showing itself.
Oh, that's the divine feminine?
Oh boy, do I need to stop the recording? No, it's true though, and it's their higher selves recognizing our vibration and wanting to incorporate as much as they can in as much time that they've got. So they're going to observe. They're going to want to interact. They're going to be positive with us, because why? Because we're giving out a positive, so it's coming back to us. Number one, and number two, they want to get more positive vibrations. They want to increase their vibrations, so they're going to send us positive so that they can get it back. So it sets up that cycle between, and yeah, I've noticed it too. I don't seem to run into the people that I used to. I mean, it's almost like everybody out there has changed, and I'm not saying they haven't, because they probably have across the board. Everybody's come up a little bit. Yeah.
And you know, they're all looking like, everybody, I think, feels something is coming, something is happening, something is imminent. What is it? So when they come across a higher energy level, it just makes them feel, I think, safer. Not safer, that's not the word. More comfortable?
Yeah.
Love is in the air, Shelley. Love is in the air.
Yeah. Do you ever go out and just send love bombs to people?
No. By the way, speaking of
No, because that's kind of weird.
talking about the vibrations of the public, the time that I have to shield myself, anyway, the only time I really want to shield
I know. Yeah, it's kind of hard to go there.
is driving.
Oh.
Driving. When I'm in my car and there's other vehicles around me, I get all kinds of, you're in my way, I've got to get to point B, and I'm like, and this is, and why is this light red, and look, there's another guy in my way, and I'm just like, you guys need to relax a little and go with the flow. but I can't, and I do reach out, and I do send vibrations.
That's road rage.
For everybody, yeah. But then when I'm on the ground, I go into the store. It's like we've been talking about. Everybody's attitude is completely changed. It's just,
Damn it.
it's almost like they can't control themselves when they're behind the wheel. Uh-oh, Dallas had to reboot. Uh-oh.
Ready. Good thing his financial Merkaba is all going well, because he needs a new laptop.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. That was the most curious thing that I'd ever seen.
What's that?
Well, I look at his aura, or his space. First, I do as if I were going to do a healing, and I set up his form, and I put a label on it, and I put Dallas on there, and then his form fills in. And now for me, because I have permission from his higher self, pretty much an open door, he and I, same with Harry and Peppy and you. Anyway, now because I'm all zoomed in on him, right? So now I have to widen my screen back off from him, move through those fields, and look back in towards them. Okay, so I'm looking at his Merkaba. This was what, 2 days ago? And it's sparkly shining. It's all gold with these silver lights coming off of it. And I'm like, that's financial. You got a financial thing. And then this opaque corner goes flying by. And I was like, what is that? And then it comes back around again. And so now I'm putting my awareness and I'm like trying to follow it. And it's like an activated or programmed an intention in this one corner. He's got 7 more, right? But he's just got his one intention corner highlighted. And I went, oh, okay, all right, no, I got this. That's when I let him know, you're gonna have to do this 7 more times, or you're gonna have to put, I didn't go all the way and explain that if he intended and could visualize or see or lay that intention into all of the corners of the Merkaba at once, he wouldn't have to repeat it 7 times. But he chose to, or 8 times. He chose to do it that way, and so he did. And when I went and glanced at it, all the corners programmed and glowing and highlighted, spinning fast, much faster. I couldn't like move my awareness fast enough to like get a closer look at the corners. It was cruising.
So tell me how, like, you see financial in his Merkaba?
No, I didn't see money, cash flowing around, but I saw gold and silver like flashing. You know, it just, and then I'm like, well, what does that mean? And it went finance. This is a finance program. And I went, okay.
I didn't know that.
Makes sense. Now that's what, I don't know that every Merkaba has a color. And even if they do, they may only show me a color to give me a hint or help me understand the vibrational pattern that Merkaba is spinning at. Whether or not it actually holds that particular color to the universe, probably not. Probably not. Because I'm there for a reason. I have an intention. I'm examining it. You know, I'm examining that. And so that's why there is a response. There is a return from my intent. Show me what you have. Oh, I've got this financial Merkaba skin. Oh, okay. Well, now I'm all done. Dallas done.
Dallas is gone.
Now you have to watch the video.
Welcome back, Dallas.
Yes. About 10 minutes, I'll end this one. This is video 3 for the night.
Oh, video 3.
Yeah. We've covered a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Always good. It's always
In this episode, we went over downloads, letting the 3D world flow, dreaming of self, vibrational healing with awareness and keyword awareness, activated light body versus integrating a light body, which we've been using that term interchangeably, I think. Chakras and the pineal gland, and dealing with
wow.
Mm-hmm. And we can break down those conversations more and more based on questions too.
Yeah.
If people have questions, they can, you know, they can ask questions on there, and we'll go through them and give answers on new videos based on those questions related. Unless there's people that want to come in live, we can help question one-on-one.
Of course.
And focus on their tensions and open up their tension awareness on specific subjects, on their personal subjects, if they're open to it. Which would be nice, because there's many people that would have the same questions, and they can relate your experience, and they're going to want the same answers too. They can relate it for themselves based on your questions, right? Most of the time, one has a question, and there's many people that have the same question. So, but it's nice to see the process, how to break it up too, instead of just saying it, right?
Yeah.
But people have to be open for that. So,
Yeah. And the same thing with recording, right? It isn't a necessity for us to record any specific sessions. We've done this because we want to kind of get some of our style out there, and it's just get some general information to everybody.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this one was good. I like the download data and letting the 3D flow. I mean, that's so staying detached and that kind of goes hand in hand with stepping outside and watching your ego.
Yeah, and enjoying the ride.
Enjoying the ride.
Just have fun.
Might as well.
Let the 3D flow and
If we
enjoy
worry
it.
or fret or are overly expecting to ascend in 3 weeks, then we could have our hopes dashed. So we might as well just enjoy the ride. You can't be with the one you love the one you're with.
There you go.
Yes. Hope creates expectations, and it creates holds back.
You know, it's just because I think, well, me, anyway.
Well, the source doesn't
I've
give
been
much
waiting
information for that
for
purpose.
years.
Yeah. What's that, Shel?
I said I've been waiting for a change for so many years, and everybody has been, and been expecting something, been feeling something, been opening up to something bigger, something
Tangible, something physical, something they can touch.
yeah, something that lets me know that I'm more than just this body, because I know I'm more than just this body.
Yeah. And you have
And
to
now
get
it's getting
inside.
closer. It's like Christmas.
Yeah. It's inside the temple. It's all in here.
Yes.
Yeah, the expectation of it holds back. And I was just saying that the source, this is why the source gives you Only enough information that you need. Now, if it gives you a timeline and a date, guess what people are going to start thinking? They're going to be waiting for that date and they're expecting that date, that perfect time. And then they're waiting. If it doesn't happen, well, it's not going to happen because they're already creating that expectation. They're putting a timeline which holds back to begin with, and then they don't see it, and then it slows down the process. That's why it's better not to know things too much, just enough that you need right now. Trying to know it all, get it done, is not gonna. You're not getting nowhere. There's no rush. You're not bringing nothing with you. It's here. It's in your temple. It's always there. It's always been there. Remember, you're here to have a human experience.
Yes.
Oh, I'm doing that. Believe me, this is human. I'm being human. I have been human ever since I've been here. I get better at it. I'm good now. I think I've got it down.
You got it down.
I think so.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah. Some days I wonder. I'll tell you. Like when I saw Lucas, well, where have you been? I said, Lucas, I've been away to 5D. I just had to go there. You looked at me? Oh yeah, okay. See, like these people, they know. Oh, I've even got 2 female psychologists. Yeah. I have really good talks with them. And I ask them, so what are you finding in your patients these days? Like, are you finding that they're becoming more open, that they are asking more questions, that their vibrations are like, are you seeing hope? And she said, it's amazing. Well, they both psychologists said the same thing. People are stepping outside of their box. Mm-hmm. They're opening up to other possibilities.
That's awesome.
Okay, this is good, but partly it's, I think, the vibration in the building as well. I want everybody happy. I've got crystals all over the place. I've got selenite over every door, so we keep all the creepy crawlies out. So yes, upstairs people told me today they've caught 2 mice. What? I've never had a mouse in this whole place. It's upstairs, you know what? And the roof was just done. So I'm thinking mice got in when the roof was being built, or shingles are being put on.
Well, you have the vibration of everything has been cleared out, but you're not the only one creating in that house, in that structure. So when they have a bad habit or they expect something to go wrong, it's going to manifest in a different way for each individual, and yours happen to be mice for them.
Well, like the upstairs people, they are environmental cleanup. There's 3 guys that work up there. They're young. They are very idealistic. Yon, Goodman's son, Yon is... He's very sensitive. He's quite psychic as well. And he picked up the energies when they first moved in.
Nice.
So if there was, like, he knows that the place is cleaned out. Elder Betty came in and said she took out whatever spirits were there. I smudge all the time. I haven't smudged for a little while, but when somebody leaves, I will smudge the place out to get rid of the old energies. So the place is clean, but why mice now? Why mice?
Do you have a plug in that building, Shelley?
No, it's still here, Dallas.
But
I can only it takes about 3 days for that plug to actually take effect.
Yeah.
And you've got 3 days of residual. So I could take it here, from here, take it to the office, plug it in. Okay, I've still got 3 days here. It'll take 3 days there. And then what? Just like transfer them back and forth every 3 days?
Well, do you have an extra cell phone that you can marry to it and just leave it there in the building?
Do you know, that's another thing I do, Dallas. Everybody who comes into my office, I tell them about the cell phone thing. So I treat their cell phone.
Oh,
And
well, if you marry all their cell phones, then that Lemurian energy is throughout the building already.
you know what? I'm going to have to check and see if I've done it. I never thought about doing that.
Just
All the people.
ask the mice to leave. They'll leave.
Yeah, I'll just talk to them. I'll talk to the mice.
There, yeah.
Little mice, if you want to live, you have to go because they've got traps all over the place. They told me they've got 8 traps.
Yeah.
I did it here. I did it here with termites. I said, look, things are going to get ugly for you if you stay. I'm telling you to leave, but and you could choose to stay, but if you do stay, it's going to be ugly. There will be chemicals. You will die. So you have an opportunity to get out. And it took about 4 weeks, maybe 6, and I don't see a single cone.
Yep.
They left.
I used to have ants every summer. Ants would come in the house. And the people downstairs especially would come up and say, ants are like dropping on my desk. It's really gross. Okay, yeah, that's kind of gross. So I did all the right stuff. You know, you get the jam with the, borax in it.
Yeah.
I put diatomaceous earth around the foundation of the building. Finally, I just talked to the ants and said, you know, people are in the house. You guys stay out of the house. I won't bother you out there. You don't come in. I think I might have seen one ant and hardly any last year. So they do listen. If you talk to their little higher selves.
Shelley, another good thing for ants is if you rub an area with ash water, they won't come near it ever.
And cinnamon powder too.
They do not like, if you have an ant mound in your yard and you go sprinkle some ashes on it, they're going to vacate in a heartbeat because they can't move the ashes and they don't like ash. It's carbon.
I suppose. I just don't want to waste my ash water. This is precious, you know.
Okay, I'm wrapping up.
Diatomaceous earth is really cheap. I've got this little pumpy thing, you know, that will distribute it. That seems to work really well.
I'm wrapping up video 3. So maybe this is a series. Maybe somebody has just sat through 3 hours of us, and we appreciate you. And love and light to all of you. Thank you for watching. You guys want to close?
Yeah. Oh. Thank you all for watching. I send you much love and energy, and hope to see you guys on the next. And there are going to be many videos for you guys.
Yeah, and come into the room.
Pardon? Yeah, go ahead.
Come into the room. We do this all the time. We have all of these really deep conversations. Just very enlightening.
Yeah, feel free to join in and be part of the conversation and ask any questions you like. And we can help you, or you can help us. We teach each other and empower each other. So much love I send to you guys, and I love you all. Thank you for being who you are.